Hello, dear friends, welcome back to Math with Amala. This is a new part of a new chapter, chapter number 4 of grade 6 Basic Geometrical Ideas. Here we deals with the geometry, which means we are moving on to the basic concepts of geometry, which is a big branch in mathematics. So, I have divided this chapter into 5 parts. The first part contains the points, a line segment, a line, intersecting lines, parallel lines, and array. Then in the second, exercise 4.1. Next, in the third, curves and polygons. And in the fourth, exercise 4.2. And finally, in the last one, angles and the exercise 4.3 are included. So without any delay, let's move to the first part or the introduction part of this chapter, which deals with the points. So what do you mean by points? Of course, it's very simple, very much simple, because we know that what is a single point. But it is very surprising that a single point, even a single point, is having a definition when we come to the geometry. So let's take a point. This is a point, and we can denote it with a name A. Like we all have a name, we can denote it with some another name like B, C, D. Okay, whatever. We can denote it with a particular letter. It can be a capital letter. So how we can spot this? We can mark points with the tip of a compass, isn't it? Tip of a compass and a sharpened end of a pencil. Okay, sharpened end of a pencil. Then pointed end of a needle. Yes, of course, we have points in all these three cases. Pointed end of a needle. So this points A, B, C. Let's denote it by, this is A, this is B, and this is C. So in all the cases, the points have to be very thin. If you give such a point, this cannot be a point. It can be a disc or something else, like which is having a portion inside of a circle or area inside a circle. But we need that point as much as thin we can. Okay, so this is a point. With point, we can have a lot of theories. Let's take a point, and how many lines can be passed through one single point? Yes, we can pass infinitely many points, many lines through a single point. So my next question, how many lines can be passed through one point to the another or connecting 2 points? Of course, it is only one line. No other line passes through this same 2 points. And the next one, a line segment. A line segment means what? A line segment. Imagine you are drawing a line. Okay? You're just drawing a line, and we don't know whether it ends or not. And we are taking only a portion of it. Just a portion. So let me mark 2 points A and B, and I'm taking this as a single line segment. Okay? A small portion is taken from that. Now, this line segment is actually denoted with a straight line. Okay, so straight line means let us have 2 points A and B, and A is marked some different, B is marked some little distance from A, and from A to B we can reach in different ways. We can reach by this way. We can go somewhere and reach B, and we can go straight. So here, which is the line here? Of course, it is the straight line. Hence, we can say that if we have a straight line, then that is called the line or line segment. and it have a direction also. Now, what do you mean by line? A line. A line means you will have a line segment. So you can call this as line segment. And if you extend the both ends of the segment, you can say it is a line segment. Okay. So how will you denote the line segment? Line segment can be denoted by AB bar. And how will you denote the line? Of course, line can be denoted with arrows. AB with arrowed line on the upper portion. So actually 2 points determine a line, isn't it? 2 points are enough to fix a line. Hence we say 2 points determine a line. Next, so you can say this is the line AB. Line AB, and this is the line segment AB. Next is intersecting lines. Intersecting. As the name indicates, this is saying about the intersection. What's it? If we have a line like this, and we can name it like L1. So this line can be L1 or L2. Small letters with some numbered figures. So this is a line, means it will have both ends extending towards infinity. Now let us take another line with a point over here, and which crosses the next one or the first one. Let's take L2. L2 intersects L1 at a point P. Okay, so this is the intersection. If two lines have one common point, only at this point P, these two lines meets. There are no other points by which the lines are intersected. The following are some models of a pair of intersecting lines. So intersecting can be like this, okay, which makes a 90-degree angle in between them, and it can be like this, whatever, okay, and also it can be some roads which are intersecting at some point. These are all possible examples of intersecting lines. There's a question: can two lines intersect in more than one point? Can two lines intersect in more than one point? Is that possible? No. Can more than two lines intersect in one point? Can more than two lines intersect in one point? Is that possible? More than two lines intersect in one point. So that's possible because we can draw one or two or three or many lines through a single point. So rather than two lines through a single point or intersecting point, you can draw lots and lots of lines through the same point. It is actually of infinite number. Next one, parallel lines. Parallel lines. Parallel means the lines which doesn't meet at any point. Intersecting means they are meeting at a point, but parallel means they will not meet at any of the points of the lines. For example, let's take the railway track. Railway track means it is separated with some kind of distance in between them, and they have two lines which are going infinitely without meeting each other. So you can call this L1 and L2 as parallel lines. You can give the notation parallel. This is parallels notation. L1 parallel L2. Okay. Let us consider the top of a table. Okay. Here you have four sides for this table, and each side is parallel to the opposite side. This is parallel to this side, and this is parallel to this side, which means they are not meeting at any point. These two lines will meet, but this this line segment and this line segment will not meet at any point. Okay. For example, let's take the scale. You have the ruler. Ruler is also having two lines parallelly moving towards the infinity. Okay, the next one, ray. What do you mean by ray? Ray. This will have some notations also. So what do you mean by ray? Ray means there will be a point at which it starts and it will move to the infinity. Okay. Let's imagine the light from a torch. Okay. From a torch, the light will be coming out with some rays form. So this is the example, best example for a ray. And the sun rays. Sun rays are originating from a particular point and moving towards all the parts. So they are rays, and also beam light from a lighthouse. That also is an example of ray. So you can say this is a line, isn't it? This is a line, and if you cut from here and you take this portion, this is called a ray. Hence you can say ray is a portion of a line. Ray is a portion of a line. It starts at one point called starting point or initial point. So this starts at this point, or this point is called a starting point or initial point. Starting point or initial point. And it goes endlessly in a direction. So it have a direction. It is specifically mentioned, and it is going to in the infinity. And that's why we can denote it with the starting point as or the initial point as A, and it goes. Okay. So you can give a P here or B, and you can denote it like a AP with one side arrow. Okay. So this is the notation for ray. So that's all for the ray, because we just want to look at the line segment and the ray. So let's take AB and CD. So AB is a line, AB is a line, and AB is a segment, and AB is a ray, isn't it? Or BA also can be a ray, BA can be a line, and BA can be a line segment.
Thank you all for watching the video. Please be stay tuned for the next part of the same chapter.